97, 98, 99, 100. Oh, 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 that's better. Whew. Oh, now, gotta think, what should I talk about today? What shall I talk about? I got it! Cover songs, right. Music. A lot of times we hear songs, modern songs on the radio, and we're like, that sounds well good, and then we don't realise it's already been done before. As with most music, a lot of music has been done before, it's just reinterpreted, jiggled about a bit, and some of the sounds have changed. But I'm going to talk to you today about a few cover songs that I really like. Some are better than the originals, some are just different. So here we go. There's one by a band called Seether, South African rock band, and they did a cover of George Michael's Careless Whispers. Now I like the original. It's the saxophone, love a bit of sax, and also it's a nice. The lyrics are really nice and nice. It's a good song, and Seether made it kind of sort of more dark, heavier song, and it's one that you should check out. Again, you can probably look at these through YouTube or various things. I'm just going to reel them off for you and give my little sentence of interest, really. There's one by Placebo, quite a modern indie rock band. They did a cover of Kate Bush's Running Up That Hill. Now, I'm not a big fan of Kate Bush. It's quite old poppy, synthy stuff, and her voice gets on my nerves a bit. But the song Placebo did, again, it's very sort of dark and build up. I heard it on the trailer to Daybreakers, which was a Ethan Hawke vampire film, and yeah, I heard that on the trailer and I was like, oh, what's this? This sounds really good. And it turned out it was Placebo. I was like, oh, okay, didn't expect that from them. What else we got? Metallica did a probably quite a well-known cover, Whiskey in the Jar, which was originally done by, well, I say it's done by Thin Lizzy, but I think it's actually an old Irish folk song anyway, so it might go back even further than the original. I mean, I did a little bit of research, but not over the top. It's like Muse, they did a cover of Feeling Good. It was covered before that. Well, a lot of songs, they get covered by more than one person. Nina Simone did a very good soul cover of Feeling Good, but apparently it comes from a 1965 musical called The Roar of the Grease Paint, The Smell of the Crowd. That sounds like the words are a bit mixed up there, but apparently that's what it's called, and that's just how I wrote it down. But you also got Jimi Hendrix, All Along the Watchtower, a far superior cover to Bob Dylan. I'm not a huge fan of Bob Dylan anyway, but he's done a lot of good songs that people have covered and seem to really enjoy. Another one would be Guns N' Roses doing Knocking on Heaven's Door. Great cover as well. What else? Tears for Fears, they've had quite a few bands do covers of their songs. One was Disturbed, they did Shout on one of their early albums, which was okay. It was the original's pretty good as well, but again, it's for me, being a rock metal person, it appealed to me more. There was a band called Red that did Ordinary World as well, so ones to check out if you haven't heard of these before. What else? John Lennon, Imagine, a band called A Perfect Circle did a cover of them. Now the song's quite hopeful. The original is quite hopeful, and that, you know, there could one day be a happy world. A Perfect Circle sort of like, again, make it a bit darker and allude to the darker tones within it. Oh, dark, it must be my favourite word at the moment. But yeah, it's a good cover. Another one that's gotten quite popular, and a lot of people I speak to still get this wrong. The song Hurt, which is covered by Johnny Cash, it's a very good song. It's a very good interpretation of quite, you know, about drug addiction. But it was originally a song by Nine Inch Nails, which is a sort of an industrial metal group. Now, that kind of annoys me that people don't know that Nine Inch Nails did it first. So I'm a big Nine Inch Nails fan, but Johnny Cash did a really good one, and a cover of it, and if you check the video out that he did of it as well, it really transforms a song. It's more about sort of, you know, regrets, reaching old age, and it's quite emotional, and it brought a tear to my eye and a lot of people who watch it. And of course, it was like one of the last things he sort of did before he passed away anyway. I didn't know about Johnny Cash before that song was released anyway, but I'm not a big outlaw country kind of guy anyway. What else? Yeah, I think that about covers it actually. Yeah, I've also noticed that a lot of actors and actresses have gotten into doing seem to be in bands now. I've only recently, it's like I didn't realise Kevin Bacon had a band with his brother. I think they were just called the Bacon Brothers or something like that. Also, I noticed a YouTube video earlier of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and he's sort of playing his guitar, doing shows. He does a cover of Nirvana's Lithium, which was quite interesting. But he's a good actor as well. But the only one that really stands out for me would be Jared Leto, because he's in 30 Seconds to Mars, and I think they're great. And of course, he was an actor first. But if you know any other actors that have like gone on to have a musical career, let me know. I'll check them out, because I find that sort of stuff quite interesting. Oh, Tim Curry also had a singing career for a little while. I like Tim Curry. I'm not so sure about the whole singing. Who else? Oh yeah, Robert Downey Jr. has also done that as well. But yeah, so I'm going to wrap up this video now, and also I'm leaving it open for people to send requests, in a sense. If you want to ask me something, or something you think I should cover or talk about or attempt, then send them in. I'll consider them. I might have a response to a few of them. And that's it now. I'm going to work shortly, so I'll speak to you all later. Ta-ta!